Hi, everybody. Welcome back into GamecocksOnline.com. Corey Burkhardt here alongside head volleyball coach Scott Swanson. The Gamecocks back in action this weekend as they travel up to Greenville. Carolina will face Clemson on Friday at 4, and then Saturday a doubleheader against Furman and Winthrop. Coach, as you get ready to hit the road for the first time of the season, just kind of talk about the challenges of a road environment and what you'll be looking to see out of your team.
Well, I'm looking for consistency, mental toughness, and I think we learned some lessons this last weekend playing at home. So we're going to see 3 tough opponents again this weekend, and I believe we've had some pretty good practices this week. We're fixing some things that we weren't happy with the past week, and what I'm looking for us to do on the court is to show that we've made improvements in those areas.
When we go back to last weekend, the Gamecock Invitational junior Desola Gross had a great weekend, named to the all-tournament team. When you look at what she did, what do you think enabled her to have such a great weekend?
I think she's just such a good athlete. She can do things that a lot of people can't do. She jumps so well and can hit over the block. She's so fast to the ball and fast as a blocker. She just naturally does a lot of things with just her God-given talent. I think the biggest change for her is she's become a more confident volleyball player. You know, people try to serve her and she can pass the ball now, and people try to attack her as a blocker and she can go up and block the ball now. She's a better server. She's a much better hitter. Just a lot of things that come through the confidence and experience of being a junior and going through it, you know, day after day in practices and matches. So she's a special athlete that I think will continue to get better and better this year and be really, really good as a senior.
Last week we talked about a lot of the newcomers to the program. You mentioned to me that you were excited to get to see what they would be able to do in live action. How did you think that those folks did last weekend?
You know, I thought Aubrey Ezell, our freshman setter, did a really, really nice job of serving. She had, she led the team in aces for sure, maybe 5 or 7 aces on the weekend. She's such a good athlete. She's a smaller player. She's only 5'8", but she's so fast and feisty on the court. She makes a difference. She's somebody that you want on your side. If you're going to war, you want that player on your side because she's never going to back down. And that mentality, I think, you know, as she becomes a better setter and learns how to run a college offense and make the right decisions and all those things we're trying to teach, I think she's going to be a really special player for us. But right now, she's an inspirational player because she makes digs that no one expects her to make. She'll run balls down and make them better than anyone expected her to make them. And you know, that part, I think, for our team chemistry and our momentum on our side at times is really, really important.
A big weekend ahead. You'll face 3 in-state opponents, but obviously the Clemson match on Friday. When you look at what this team has done in practice this week, have you sensed a little extra energy knowing that the rivalry matchup is headed this weekend?
Absolutely. It's always a huge match for us, and I know it is for Clemson. And we are, you know, I think we're more focused on doing things the right way, being more disciplined in practice. We always work pretty hard, but I think there is an extra sense of urgency there to get ready for Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock and to go in there and give them our best shot, because I know they're going to give us their best shot, and you never know what happens in a rivalry match. So it is a different feeling, and I like it. I like that they're kind of ultra aware that they need to be good this weekend. And you know, we're a little salty about the loss to North Carolina State. We know we didn't play our best, and we know that we weren't as mentally tough as we needed to be. And so I think they're working real hard to fix that.
Furman and Winthrop, obviously 2 other of your opponents this weekend. Just talk about them, if anything, what you've seen out of tape and just what you think the keys will be against those 2 opponents this weekend. You
know, Winthrop tries to run a real fast offense that, you know, if we allow them to pass well, they're going to be tough to defend. It's a hard offense to try to stop. You have a lot of players moving around and doing different things, and it's hard to keep track of. You know, 2 years ago, they were real good, and we lost to them. Last year, we beat them. This year, it's hard to say what the outcome's going to be, but I think they're a team that we have to take very seriously, and I think they're going to be a tough opponent. Furman, who we lost to last year in 5, they're very experienced. They have most of their players back. They're very veteran, and they know how to play good volleyball. They don't serve it out. They don't hit it out. They force the other team to make mistakes, and that's how they beat you. So very fundamentally sound, very mentally strong, and just they don't let balls hit the floor either. very well coached, and I'm looking forward to that rematch because I think that with a different mindset, it could be a good result for us. But it's also in their gym, and they're very good. They could be the toughest team we play this weekend.
Well, you hit the road for the first time this season. The Gamecocks will face Clemson on Friday at 4, and then Saturday, Furman and Winthrop. Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.